So, dear students, in last lecture we have seen the introductory part of carbonyl compounds. So, in that we have discussed the carbonyl compounds which are coming under this category are aldehydes and ketones. What will be the mechanism of action of their nucleophilic addition reactions? So, this also we have discussed in carbonyl part video number 1. Then later on we have discussed what will be the qualitative tests which are used in the laboratory for the confirmation and identification of the presence of carbonyl compounds. And later on we have discussed some of the examples of the carbonyl compounds. Now in today's lecture we are going to see the some important name reactions which are associated with the carbonyl compounds. Now what are those name reactions which are associated with the carbonyl compounds, that are aldehydes and ketone? Now those name reactions are aldol condensation followed by crossed aldol condensation, Cannizzarose reaction, crossed Cannizzarose reaction, benzoin condensation, and Perkin condensation. So these many name reactions we are going to discuss with respect to the carbonyl compounds, that means aldehydes and ketones. Now, without wasting time, we directly proceed for the discussion on aldol condensation reaction. So this is very important reactions which is associated with the carbonyl compounds. That means either aldehyde or ketone. Now, an aldol condensation, it is basically a condensation reaction in the organic chemistry. It is going to have its own application and importance with respect to the all carbonyl compounds, that are, it is a condensation reaction in the organic chemistry in which enol or an enolate ion. Now what is enol and enolate ion? It is an ion which to be formed when carbonyl compound will react with a base or acid. So this means this is an ion which is to be formed when any carbonyl compound will react with either acid or a base. So this enol or enolate ion, when it react with a carbonyl compound, so it will going to form beta hydroxyaldehyde or beta hydroxyketone. Now, this is to be followed by the dehydration. So, whatever beta hydroxyaldehyde or beta hydroxyketone is formed, how it is formed? Whenever there is a reaction between any carbonyl compound with either acid or a base. So, this either acid or a base, when it will react with a aldehyde or ketone, they are going to form the beta hydroxyaldehyde or beta hydroxyketone, and this beta hydroxyaldehyde and ketone undergo dehydration to produce conjugate enone. Now this particular reaction or this particular condensation mechanism, which was first discovered by the Russian chemist, that is Alexander Borodin, in 1869, and his work is later proceeded by the French chemist, that is Charles Adolphe Woods. So both of them had combined their work in this condensation reaction. So the name has given aldol condensation reaction. Now this particular condensation is given by the aldehydes and ketone. Now whenever an aldehyde functional group will react with a strong base, we have already discussed, it is going to produce an enolate ion. And this enolate ion will further react with a second molecule of the aldehyde to produce beta hydroxyaldehyde. Now the same mechanism of reaction is also given by the ketones, as ketone is also belongs to the carbonyl compound. Now when with the help of same mechanism, if ketones will react first of all with a base, they are also going to form the enolate ion, and this enolate ion, again propagation of the reaction, it will react with a second molecule of the ketone, so they are going to produce the beta hydroxyketone. So in the case of aldehydes, they are going to produce beta hydroxyaldehyde, and in the case of ketone, they are going to produce beta hydroxyketone. This is a mechanism of aldol condensation reaction. Now, we'll discuss in detail about this aldol condensation reaction. This is one of the nucleophilic addition type of reaction. So this aldol condensation is basically nucleophilic addition type of reaction. Now the reagents which are going to be used for this particular condensation is a strong base, that is sodium hydroxide, or we can use the potassium hydroxide. So the reaction involves in an aldehyde enolate reacting with the another molecule of the aldehyde. So enolates which are to be formed, they are acting as a good nucleophile to the addition of another carbonyl functional of another carbonyl containing compound, that is either aldehyde or ketone. So basically we are going to use two molecules of either aldehyde or ketone, but not all two molecules act simultaneously. First molecule of aldehyde first of all react with a base to form enolate ion, and that enolate ion later on react with another carbonyl containing compound, that is another molecule of the aldehyde, which is to be acting as a good electrophile. So both of them contains together and they are going to produce either beta hydroxyaldehyde or beta hydroxy ketone. So the pKa of an aldehyde, it is close to the sodium hydroxide. So they are going to give a faster product as compared to the ketone. So the product of these reactions are a beta hydroxyaldehyde, or we can say aldol, that is aldehydic alcohol. So they contain both the functional group, that is aldehyde functional group, as well as alcohol functional group. So the name is given as aldol condensation. Now, what is the mechanism of action of formation of enolate ion? We have discussed that the first molecule of either aldehyde or ketone, which is to be first react with the base molecule, and they are going to form the enolate ion. So the mechanism of action of aldol condensation when it is to be happening with the aldehyde. See, this is a first aldehyde molecule. So in the presence of either acid or a base, so this base will protonate this uh, carbonyl functional group which is there in the aldehyde. So this protonated carbonyl electrophile will be acting as a nucleophile towards the uh, another carbonyl containing function as an electrophile. So this another carbonyl containing functional will be acting as a electrophile, and the protonated so this is acting as an electrophile, and the another carbonyl function will be acting as a nucleophile. So both of them will condense together as they will contain aldehyde functional group as well as alcohol functional group. So they are nominated as an aldol. So this is basically an acid catalyzed dehydration. Now later on, this aldol will undergo dehydration. It is going to remove a water molecule in the presence of a proton. So uh, this is a electron transfer reaction. See here, this oxygen molecule is going to have a pair of electrons or the bunch of electron in its head. So it will give his electron to the uh, hydroxyl functional group. So this hydrogen and this hydroxyl functional group will be removed as a motor molecule, and there is formation of an intermolecular change compound, that is alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. So this hydroxyl functional group and this hydrogen will be removed as a water molecule, and the compound is undergo structural rearrangement to form alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. So in this way, aldehyde molecule is undergo aldol condensation reaction to form alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. Now the same mechanism of action is also associated with the ketone molecule, but this ketone will be proceed for the aldol condensation in the presence of methoxy as a base. So this methoxide ion will be acting as a base in the terms of aldol condensation reaction. They are also going to form the aldol with the same mechanism of action. Again, in the presence of a base, they will remove a water molecule to form alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. So this is the mechanism facts of actions of aldol condensation with respect to the aldehyde functional group, and the mechanism of aldol condensation with respect to the ketone molecule. So what will be the mechanism of action? It is undergo following step. Step number 1, in the case of aldol condensation with respect to the ketone molecule, an acid base reaction, that is hydroxyl ion, functions as a base and removes the acidic alpha hydrogen atom which is there in the structure of carbonyl functional group. So this is an a ketone molecule, that is acetone. In the presence of base, this base will abstract one of the alpha hydrogen from the first molecule of either aldehyde or ketone. So the very important concept, a very important point with respect to the aldol condensation is they must possess presence of alpha hydrogen atom. Now, what is this alpha hydrogen atom? An hydrogen atom which is attached to the alpha carbon atom. What is an alpha carbon atom? An alpha carbon atom, a carbon atom which is uh, attached to the functional group containing carbon atom. So, any structure which is having an presence of alpha hydrogen atom, this base will absorb, will abstract the alpha hydrogen atom from the structure of ketone molecule and forms a water molecule. Now, due to the abstraction of proton, that is alpha proton, from a structure of first aldehyde or ketone molecule, this compound is electron disturbed as we have removed one of the proton. So due to the breakage of the bond between hydrogen and this methyl functional group, he is going to have his unshared pair of electrons. As already oxygen is electronegative, he has abstracted all the electron towards itself. This methyl functional group and their pair of electrons will be attracting or will donate his pair of electrons to the carbon atom which is actually electron deficient. Now, why this carbon atom is electron deficient? Because he has given all its electron to the oxygen atom, because oxygen is more electronegative. So this the pair of electron which is there in this methyl functional group will be attracted towards or will be donated to the electron deficient this carbonyl carbon atom to form a bond. So there will be a formation of bond between this CH2 molecule and this carbonyl compound. So in this way there is formation of an intermediate enolate ion, intermediate alkoxide ion. So the nucleophilic enolate ion attack the ketone in the electrophilic carbonyl carbon in a nucleophile addition reaction, giving an formation of an intermediate alkoxide ion. And this alkoxide ion will deprotonates a water molecule, creating a hydroxide ion and a beta hydroxyketone. So it will undergo deprotonation reaction as this hydroxyl molecule will give its hydrogen atom and there is formation of an hydroxyl ion. Now, first the acid base reaction, the hydroxyl ion function as a base and removes the alpha hydrogen. Then there is formation of an intermediate alkoxide ion. This alkoxide ion will give its hydroxyl ion to form carbon-carbon double bond, and this carbon-carbon double bond will be our beta hydrox alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. Now, basically, the formaldehyde will not go for aldol condensation reaction. As we have already discussed before this slide, for any compound, any carbonyl compound to undergo aldol condensation reaction, he must requires the presence of alpha hydrogen atom. But in the case of formaldehyde, as it is going to have the presence of two hydrogen atoms, but both of them are functional group hydrogen atoms, and both of them are not alpha hydrogen atom. That's why formaldehyde is not undergo aldol condensation reaction. Now, what's the reason why the aldol condensation reaction will requires the presence of alpha hydrogen atom? To form the nucleophile in the presence of a base, that is sodium hydroxide, the sodium hydroxide will abstract a proton from the alpha hydrogen atom, or will abstract a proton from the alpha carbon atom. If there is no any presence of alpha carbon atom, that means it will not contain the presence of alpha hydrogen atom, so it will not proceed for the aldol condensation reaction. This is the reason behind that they requires the presence of alpha hydrogen to proceed for the aldol condensation reaction. Now, the specific and general representation of the aldol condensation reaction. This will requires the presence of enolizable aldehyde or ketone. Now, the meaning of the word enolizable aldehyde or ketone, that means a compound will form a enol when the compound is going to form the enol, if it is going to possess the presence of alpha hydrogen atom. So the first basic requirement for the procedure of aldol condensation is they requires the presence of alpha hydrogen containing aldehyde or ketone in the presence of base and water molecule at room temperature. They are going to form the aldol product. Now, so in this way, due to the presence of alpha hydrogen atom, they are going to form the enolate ion. Now, the enolate ion formed by the aldehyde molecule, they are continuously changing their structure. The two resonance structures to be produced when an alpha carbon containing aldehyde or ketone molecule is undergo aldol condensation reaction. So this is the resonating structure of enolate ion which is to be formed during aldol condensation reaction. Now, out of these two resonating structure, the structure which places the negative charge on the oxygen atom. Now, in the case of first structure, the negative charge which is there on the carbon atom, and in the case of second structure, the negative charge is possessed by the oxygen atom. Now, when we are going to compare both these structures, this oxygen atom is being electronegative, he must possess presence of electronegative charge. So, this the presence of negative charge on the carbon atom will not be acceptable at all. That's why out of these two resonating structure, the structure which is to be carrying negative charge on the oxygen atom is more stable than that of the carbon containing negative charge on it. So out of these two structure, the second structure in which the oxygen is going to have the negative charge is more stable. Now, the next condensation or the type of condensation reaction is crossed aldol condensation reaction. Now, as we have already discussed that when any carbonyl compound will go for the aldol condensation reaction, he must requires the presence of alpha hydrogen atom. But in the case of crossed aldol condensation reaction, or what will be the difference between normal aldol condensation reaction and cross aldol condensation reaction is, this is a process in which it is a mixed aldol condensation reaction occurs during when there is a combination of two different molecules which will contain the carbonyl group. So here we can mix, we can do the aldol condensation of two different molecules, although both of them will contain the carbonyl functional group. But we can mix two different molecules containing carbonyl functional group. Generally, such a reaction is only practical if no alpha hydrogen are present on one of the compound. Now, for the aldol condensation, we requires the presence of alpha hydrogen atom. But in the case of crossed aldol condensation or in the case of mixed aldol condensation, we are going to select the second compound or one of the compound in which there is presence of there is absence of alpha hydrogen atom. No alpha hydrogen atom is present. So the second molecule which we are going to use for the condensation with a carbonyl compound is in which there is absence of alpha hydrogen atom. That means here we are going to condense a formaldehyde, that is methanol, with benzaldehyde. Methanol don't have the presence of alpha hydrogen atom, but benzaldehyde has the presence of alpha hydrogen atom. So when both of them will go for the aldol condensation type of reaction, this type of aldol condensation is known as mixed aldol condensation, or we can call it as a crossed aldol condensation, in which one compound contain presence of alpha hydrogen atom and another compound will have absence of alpha hydrogen atom. Neither of these aldehydes has alpha hydrogen and therefore they cannot form the enolate ion. So in the case of 2-methyl propanol and methanol, 2,2-dimethyl 3-hydroxypropanol, only one of this pair of the aldehyde has an alpha hydrogen. So in this case, one of the compound has the presence of alpha hydrogen atom. Now, the general representation of aldol condensation, we all know presence of carbonyl containing alpha hydrogen atom will form alkoxide ion and proceed by the dehydration, they are going to form the aldol. Now, in the case of crossed aldol condensation, we are going to react acetaldehyde with a formaldehyde. Acetaldehyde contain the presence of alpha hydrogen atom. Methanol, that is formaldehyde, will have the absence of alpha hydrogen atom, but both of them will condense, form an aldol product, that is 3-hydroxypropanol. This type of condensation is known as crossed aldol condensation. So the hydroxide ion deprotonate the enolizable aldehyde reversibly. So this base will deprotonate the alpha hydrogen containing carbonyl molecule, and it is going to have the formation of an alkoxide ion. This formation of an enolate ion. This enolate ion preferentially adds to the non-enolizable aldehyde containing carbonyl functional group, basically which has the sterically less hindered and therefore more accessible towards the carbonyl functional group, and they are going to form the alkoxide ion. This alkoxide ion proceed by protonated by the water to form the intermediate compound to form the product, that is 3-hydroxypropanol. So in this way, when there is a condensation between one compound containing alpha hydrogen atom and another compound containing absence of alpha hydrogen atom, condense together to form the 3-hydroxypropanol, that is aldol. This type of condensation reaction is known as crossed aldol condensation reaction. Now we are moving towards the second name reaction, a third name reaction of the carbonyl molecule, that is Claisen-Skemet condensation reaction. Now what will be the meaning of this Claisen-Skemet condensation reaction? In this, an enolate ion which is to be formed when an aldehyde molecule will react with a base. So he is going to form the enolate ion. This enolate ion forms an aldehyde The enolate will normally react with unreacted aldehyde to undergo aldol addition or aldol condensation reaction. But with respect to the ketone, they are less reactive towards the aldol condensation reaction. The enolate which is to be formed when it is to be reacted with a base, the enolate of ketone can be used as a to react with an aldehyde. So the enolate ion which is formed from the ketone molecule, it will react with an aldehyde molecule, and there is a formation of some modified product. This type of formation of modified product is known as Claisen-Schmidt condensation reaction. Now, what is this modified product formed when the enolate of ketone will react with an aldehyde? In the case when the product formed still has reactive alpha hydrogen atom and hydroxide ion adjacent to the aromatic ring. This reaction will be quickly undergo dehydration, leads to the formation of a condensation product. Now, in this case, when a ketone molecule and its enolate, so this is the enolate ion of ketone molecule, that is acetone. This enolate ion will react with a benzaldehyde molecule. So first of all, they are undergo dehydration to form the condensation product. This type of condensation is known as Claisen-Schmidt condensation. What is Claisen-Schmidt condensation? The enolate ion which is to be formed from the ketone molecule will react with an aldehyde containing alpha hydrogen atom to form the product, that is Claisen-Schmidt condensation product. So enolate ion are formed when a molecule with a hydrogen alpha to the carbonyl group are treated with a base like sodium hydroxide. So the ketone molecule is going to form the base enolate ion when reactive with the base, and this enolate ion when it will react with a molecule of aldehyde, they are going to form the Claisen-Schmidt condensation product. So these are the examples of the compound containing intramolecular aldehydes. Those are dicarbonyl compounds can be used to give the intramolecular aldol reaction, that is 6-oxoheptanol and 1,2-hydroxy cyclopentyl ethanol. So it is to be an condensation product of Claisen-Schmidt condensation of aldehyde and ketone molecule. Now the next reaction is Cannizzaro reaction. Now the meaning of the word Cannizzaro reaction is named after its discovery, that is Stanislao Cannizzaro. He has first of all discovered this reaction, that is Stanislao Cannizzaro. The disprotonation or the reduction of the aldehyde lacking an hydrogen atom in the presence of strong base to form the salt. So the self-reduction of aldehyde, which is to be in which there is absence of alpha hydrogen atom, it will react with a base to form the salt of acid, and there is formation of an primary alcohol. So any aldehyde in which there is absence of alpha hydrogen atom, so this alpha hydrogen lacking aldehyde, when it will react with a base, it will form the salt of that aldehyde, that a salt of that corresponding aldehyde, that is acid, and there is formation of a primary alcohol. This particular reaction is known as Cannizzaro reaction. So the aromatic aldehyde, those are formaldehyde, trialkyl acetaldehyde, heterocyclic aldehydes undergo Cannizzaro reaction. Now this benzaldehyde, when it will react with a sodium hydroxide, they are going to form the benzyl alcohol and sodium benzoate. That means they are going to form the two molecules of benzaldehyde as they will lack the presence of alpha hydrogen atom. So this benzaldehyde undergo a reaction with a base molecule to form a salt of the corresponding acid, that is benzoic acid, sodium benzoate, and there is formation of a benzyl alcohol. This type of reaction is known as Cannizzaro reaction. Now, the second molecule or the second example is presence of formaldehyde. This formaldehyde, when it will react with a base, it is going to form the methanol plus sodium formate as one of the product as a salt of its acid and another as a methyl alcohol. So this is also known as Cannizzaro reaction. So when the two molecules of aldehyde will react in the presence of base, they are going to form the carboxylate ion plus alcohol, and this carboxylate ion will react with a positively charged sodium atom. They are going to form the salt of its acid. Now the nucleophilic addition of hydroxyl ion on the first aldehyde. So the mechanism of action of Cannizzaro reaction is base molecule will act upon the electron deficient carbonyl carbon atom to form the tetrahedral intermediate. And this tetrahedral intermediate expels a hydride ion as a leaving group and it is thereby oxidized. So the hydride ion is removed and it is oxidized, and a second aldehyde molecule accepts the hydride ion in the another nucleophilic addition step and it is thereby reduced. So this aldehyde molecule is reduced in the presence of proton. So they are going to form the salt of the acid and primary alcohol. This type of reaction is known as Cannizzaro reaction. Now we are proceeding further for the next very important reaction is crossed Cannizzaro reaction. As like that of crossed aldol condensation, here in this case also a mixture of aldehyde undergoes a Cannizzaro reaction to yield all the possible products. If one of the aldehyde is formaldehyde, then the reaction yield almost exclusively salt of formic acid and the aldol corresponding to the other aldehyde. Such a reaction is called as crossed Cannizzaro reaction. Here in this case also we are going to take the mixture of alpha hydrogen atom containing aldehyde and absence of presence of alpha hydrogen containing aldehyde. So this mixed compound, when we are going to take, it is going to form the carboxylic acid compound from the compound which will absent, which is don't have the presence of alpha hydrogen atom, that is formate ion and alcohol. This formate ion later on it will react with a sodium, so they are going to form the sodium formate. Next is benzaldehyde plus formaldehyde, formation of an benzoyl alcohol plus sodium formate. So this type of mechanism of reaction is known as crossed Cannizzaro reaction. So it will proceeding in this manner, that is base will give its electrons to the carbon atom. It will form an alkoxide ion, and this is undergo structural rearrangement to form the one of the product, that is acid of corresponding uh, sodium, salt of corresponding acid, that is sodium formate and benzyl alcohol. So this is all about what we have discussed today. That is, first we have discussed aldol condensation, that is requirement of most presence of alpha hydrogen atom, followed by we have discussed cross aldol condensation, in which one of the compound containing alpha hydrogen atom and another where there will be absence of alpha hydrogen atom. Both of them will mix together and undergo aldol condensation. This type of condensation is crossed aldol condensation. Followed by we have discussed Claisen-Schmidt reaction, in which there is formation of a condensed product of aldehyde and a ketone molecule. Then Followed by, we have discussed very important reaction, that is Cannizzaro reaction, in which there is formation of an one compound, that is aldehyde, and another one will be a salt of corresponding acid. And just now we have discussed about crossed Cannizzaro reaction. This is also similar as like that of crossed aldol condensation reaction, in which one compound contain alpha hydrogen atom and another will be where there will be absence of alpha hydrogen atom. So today we will stop here.